Hey guys, it's Adam Schindler. We are here in the line for the public tickets at the Supreme Court hearing here in Washington, D.C. Day one. It's a little bit of a lunch break right now, and there's been some chaos here this morning, but some interesting things were going on in line. You may have read about it on New York Times or some of the other news media sites that are picking up these protests, but these are not random protests, and we've got some eyewitnesses here that just wanted to tell you a little bit about what was happening in line this morning here in D.C.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tom Schlueter from Texas. We came here just to participate in the hearings, to get in the line. They told us, be out here maybe 8 o'clock, 8:15, 8:30 at the latest, to get in line so we could go inside to hear the hearings. We got here about 8:15. There was already about 100 people in line, and most of them would be probably classified by me as opposing everything that is going on with Judge Kavanaugh. And so we began to see a process of things unfolding while we were standing in line that kept the line from going ahead. One of the things was that there were people that had come along, and it's starting to rain, people that were coming along and had a bag of money, and the people would hand them a piece of paper and then they would give them money. So we knew that money was being exchanged for some of the people to be here just to protest. There was no depth to what their understanding was or anything. They were just here to be a protester. And they were actually told, we heard them say this and instruct them, when you go in, we want you to yell, to scream, and even to possibly get arrested. So that was some of the process that we saw happening.
What I observed is that it was part of the strategy to hold places for all the people that were coming later. And when that happened, I brought to the attention of the staff, and I suggested that they give us physical numbers because they were just letting people come in and without making the line. So it was part of an organized effort to protest. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Chris Dundas from Corpus Christi in Texas. We're up here for these hearings. I gotta tell you, it was very sad. This is a very time-honored procedure in the process, and these people, these young people, and mostly young people, some old people, but they seem to have no heartfelt convictions about why they were here. Again, if you had to pay somebody to protest, that's a good tell. I believe that in a process like this, it's such a time-honored institution. It's such a time-honored process of righteous government and civil government. It was just totally going to be sabotaged by these guys moving around and disrupting things and being arrested and being proud of it. And some women came back from the hearings after they were turned into the chamber, and they seemed disappointed that they were not arrested. So I asked that the Lord bless these people and show them what's going on, and bless this process, and I know that His will is going to prevail. And bless everybody, and thank you very much.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Burton Purvis from Arlington. I shared with these other three guys this experience. It was quite an enlightening time to stand. I took off my credentials and walked among the people to get more information and to be more acceptable to those around us. Quite interesting as we listened to their attitudes and actions about why they were here and what they wanted to do. I think the most telling was listening to them giving names and addresses and giving personal information. So when they were arrested, and then heard of the things that were going on inside and celebrated those who were keeping a record of who was that got arrested and who'd been carried off, without any regard for any open discussion or even possibility of having a varied opinion or being transferred or being convinced of anything. Just was for the purpose of disruption and to have some kind of destruction of the process. No honor, no respect, just destruction of the process.
Well, that's some of what's going on this morning. Right now it's raining, which is a good sign that there's some other things maybe shifting here. But we thank you all for your prayers, for your continued prayers for what is happening here in D.C. and what God wants to be doing. Though politics is a little bit chaotic, we know that God is doing something on the earth, and He's called us to participate with our prayers, with our faith, with our courage, and most of all, our love for each other.